Alright, hello everyone. My name is Joe Brower and I am part of the Dolby Fitness program. Today I'm going to lead you through an upper body strength class. So, as far as equipment, what you need: one large band, one small band, and then two weights, preferably a light weight that you're going to press overhead and then a heavy weight that you're going to do some low rows with. Now, if you only have one weight, that's okay. We can make that work, but hopefully that one weight's on the lighter side so that you can still press it overhead. Alright, so with that, let's go ahead and get started with our warm-up. First up is going to be Child's Pose to Cobra. I want you to put your ankles together and your knees out, and I want you to push your hips down on top of your heels, dropping your head down between your shoulders. Take one big deep breath here before reversing that motion, bringing those hips up and forward, arching your back the other way, squeezing your glutes and pushing your hands through the ground. Take one breath here, and then repeat. We're going to do this for a total of 3 repetitions. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to push those hands through the ground. Good. Finishing out this third rep, we're going to go into the world's greatest stretch. All right, so bring those toes down, pop those knees up into the air, bring your right foot up by your right hand. Now your back knee can either be on the ground or you can curl that toe and elevate that back leg. It's up to you. But I want that right arm to turn and rotate up to the ceiling. Give that wrist a couple turns. Come back down, shoot that right arm behind your left and reach for that right shoulder to touch the ground by that midfoot. And come back up and repeat. We're going to do this 5 times on each side. Good. Once you hit that 5, plant your hands, switch your feet. Bring that right foot back, bring that left foot up. Same thing over here. Good, 5 reps here. And 5, good. All right, moving on, quadruped shoulder circles. So, hands are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. What I want you to do is take one thumb, bring it up to the ceiling, and I want you to draw a big, slow, controlled circle with that arm, okay? You're gonna do it 5 times in each direction. I want you to go slowly, and I want you to really feel how big of a circle or feel that range of motion in that shoulder. 4, last one. 5, now keep it elevated, switch directions, 5 the other way. Keep everything solid, the opposite shoulder should not be moving, your hips should not be moving. And 5, go ahead and switch arms, same thing other side. And 5, and then switch directions. Good, and 5. All right, now we're gonna lay on our stomach. We're gonna do around the worlds. So I want you to fall onto your stomach, bring those arms out into a Y, chest and forehead are down. I want you to lift your chest, your head, your arms off the ground, sweep your arms to your backside, internally rotate, bring those hands up as far your back as you can, lift them off your back, extend those elbows, externally rotate back to the top. We're gonna do this 10 times. Don't forget to breathe. If you'd like, you can keep your chest and forehead on the ground, and that'll emphasize your shoulders a little bit more. If you lift your chest and your head off the ground, it's going to activate your low back a little bit more. Good, let's do 2 more. Good. All All right, hands under your shoulders, push yourself up, and walk your hands back to your feet. Stand it on up. Let's get some jumping jacks in. Let's do it. Ready? 2 and 1. We're going to do 50 of them. From here, we're going to do some inchworms out into a high plank. And then we're going to do some shoulder taps, rotating T's, and mountain climbers. All while in that high plank before we walk back to our feet. All right, 2 and 1. All right, catch your breath. And I'll show you what we got. So, to finish out this warm-up here, stand at the back of your mat, slight bend your knees, shoot those hips back, forward fold, hands are gonna come down in front of your feet, walk your hands out into a high plank. I want you to give me shoulder taps, 1, 2, 3, up to 10. 9, 10. Rotating T's. So you're going to turn on one arm up into a T here, knocking your heels to the same side. Come back down, switch. For 2, again. For 3, up to 10. Stay stable and solid. 7. And 10, and then mountain climbers, you're going to pump your knees hard and fast for 20 reps. 19, 20, walk your hands back. And stand it on up. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to give you 3 movements. You're going to do each one for 12 to 15 reps. So as I mentioned, you need a weight, small band, and that big light band. All right, so first up is going to be a half kneeling overhead press. So right knee down, left leg's at 90 degrees. Right knee is right under your hip, left heel is right under your knee. Grab your weight. I want you to bring it up. Elbow's going to be at shoulder height at 90 degrees. Keep your shoulders square. You're going to press overhead. Keep that rib cage tucked. Try to get that bicep by that ear and shoulder packed, all right? 12 to 15 reps on the right side here. Don't forget to breathe. Keep those ribs pinned. When you press overhead, I don't want you to arch your back this way. Again, 12 to 15 reps. Take your pick. Come back down, switch arms. Same thing other side. All right, let's do it. 12 to 15 over here. Work through these. Good, finish that last rep out. Good. Down, take a breath or 2. You're gonna grab that large band. We're gonna do a hinged reverse fly. So I want you to stand up. Grab the band on the end. Feet are either hip width or shoulder width apart. You're gonna put a slight bend in your knees. I want you to shoot your hips back into this hinge, maintaining that neutral spine. Now, the further you hinge, the harder it's gonna be. So I want you to try to get around parallel. So that is your spine parallel to the ground, as long as it's still straight and neutral, all right? What you're gonna do is take that band, you're gonna pull it apart. You're gonna pull it apart until it comes in contact with about your sternum, pinching those shoulder blades, and releasing back down under your chest, okay? So again, 12 to 15 reps here. Let's do it. Pack your shoulders, tuck your chin, maintain that neutral spine, pinch, and release. I want the work to be done at the shoulder blades. $12 to 15 reps. That's 10 for me. Keep breathing. Good, and 15, all right. Next up, we're gonna do some shoulder stability. So, take that small band. Now, if you don't have a small band, that's okay. You can do this without a band as well. You're gonna put it around your wrists. You're gonna be down in that high plank position, so a push-up position with the band around your wrists. You're going to pulse one arm out to the side, and then the other arm out to the side. That's all it is, okay? So bring one arm out, other arm out. All right, you're gonna go for 12 to 15 reps. You can do it from your knees or from your toes, that's up to you. All right, hands are under your shoulders. Keep that core tight, pack those shoulders, spread your fingers, grab the ground. Spread your feet to lock your hips in. I don't want your hips to be swaying, okay? Lock your hips in, pulse one arm out, plant it, and switch. $12 to 15 total. And 15, good. All right. Feel free to grab some water. Next exercise is gonna be with that heavy weight. We're gonna do low rows. So, I want you to anchor one arm on a chair or a table or any elevated surface, really. A couch even. I'm gonna use the foam roller here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna grab that heavy weight down on the ground. You can either stagger your stance like this or keep it square. All right, as long as your back is straight and your shoulders packed, that's all I really care about, okay? You're gonna do 12 to 15 low rows on each side. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Ready? 2 and 1. Pack that shoulder, keep the back straight, row that weight back to your hip, and release. Keep everything neutral. 12 to 15 reps. Good. Once you hit that, go ahead, shake it out. Take a couple seconds to breathe. You're going to go ahead and switch arms. All right, 12 to 15 reps on the other side. You ready? Let's do it. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. You can do this with that lighter weight too if you only have one weight. Good. All right. Now we're going to move through all 4 of those exercises one more time. All right? Starting off with that half kneeling overhead press. We're going to run through all 4 of those exercises one more time. So, one knee under that hip. Opposite leg out in front of you at 90 degrees. Grab your weight. 12 to 15 reps. Let's do it. Press up overhead. Keep the ribs tucked. Don't let those ribs flare and low back extend. Suck that belly button in. Get those rib cage or that rib cage as far down as you can. I like to put my opposite hand on it to remind me to keep it down. 12 to 15 reps. Good. Once you finish that out, take a couple breaths, shake it out and switch. All right. Same thing other side. Ready? Same thing other side. Let's go. Keep control of that weight. Good. 12 to 15. Large band. Hinged reverse flies. All right, so stand it on up. Grab that band. Feet shoulder to hip width apart. Slight bend in those knees. You're going to hinge. Right? Bringing that torso towards the ground, keeping your back straight. Pulling that band up. Coming in contact with about your sternum. 12 to 15 reps. Ready? Let's do it. 3, 2, and 1. You can gauge the intensity or modify the intensity of this based on how wide your grip is on that band. The more slack you put in between your hands, the easier it's going to be. The tighter you grab that band, the harder it's going to be. Good, another 12 to 15 reps. Perfect, good job. Finish that out. Small band around your wrists. Almost done. Small band around your wrists. Remember, you're in that high plank, and you just pulse one arm out and alternate, okay? Keep your hips locked into place. I don't want your hips swaying from side to side. You can spread your feet out to help you do that. The slower the better here, all right? Let's go, ready? 12 to 15 reps, pulsing those arms out. 2 and 1, let's go. Good. Finish that out. Then we got our low rows, then we're done. Good job, team. Finish 2 rounds of this. Well, almost finished 2 rounds. All right, grab that heavy weight. Find that chair, table, kitchen counter, ottoman, whatever it is that you're gonna anchor that opposite arm on. And we got 12 to 15 reps on each side. You ready? Let's go. Again, staggered stance or square stance, it's up to you. I don't care. I just want you to make sure your shoulder stays packed and your back stays flat. All right? Let's do it. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. 12 to 15 on one arm. Make sure you're not hiking that weight up into your neck. I want you to keep that shoulder down your back and almost pull back to your hip. All right? Good. Once you finish your 12 to 15 there, shake it out, take a breath or two, and we're going to switch arms. All right, let's finish this out. Come on, team. Ready? 12 to 15, last arm. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Good. All right. Good stuff. That is all I had for you. Thank you so much. Upper body strength class. Feel free to check back in on this channel for new classes consistently being updated. Feel free to reach out if you need any support or want any help. But other than that, thank you so much.